Hello friends, welcome back to this topic of class 10th. It's Mijbil the Otter. It's written by Given Maxwell, who writes about how he got a pet and how his earlier pet died and what changes that pet brought in his life and what kind of decision it was. So after the death of a dog, this author he thought of having another pet. So he saw that the people of Earth, because he was posted in southern this Iraq, so he saw over there people just domesticating otter. So he thought of same, and he got a gift it from a friend, because he has mentioned this very thing to his friend that so he got this gift it was put in his room in a sack. So he christened Christian means to give name, so he named it as Mijbil. So this Christian, as Christians have a kind of a ceremony to baptize their child and have name, so it is Christian. That procedure is known as Christian. So it is christened, it is named as Mijbil. So it is the first. The otter used to sleep on the floor because it did not have that much that bond in between there was no bond in between the narrator and the otter. So this otter now used to take interest into the whole surroundings, and with the passage of the time entered bedroom where this author used to sleep and used to put his head on the knees of the put its heads rather on the knees of this narrator and sleep over there. And soon he found a way towards bathroom. He used to plunge and roll joyfully in bathtub. He used to fill it with water, and over there he used to roll, because otters usually they play with the water. So he used to play over there. Soon he learned how to put on the tap, and he used to spend time over there playing with rubber ball and the marbles in the washroom, in the bathroom. So now, once what happened, as this man, the narrator or author, he had to move to England. So what he happened, so he saw that some of the airlines, they do not allow transporting animals, so he has to choose a different flight which allows animals on board. So what he did, he packed Mijbil on the day on which he had to go. So he packed Mijbil and went over there over to a restaurant for a meal, to have a meal, and then he had to go to the airport and board a flight. But when he returned, he noticed that blood coming out of that box in which Mijbil was this packed. So he was very frightened. He opened it up and he saw that Mijbil was almost unconscious, because he has struggled a lot to come out of that very box. So he removed all the sharp edges of that very box and managed to hire a taxi and somehow managed to catch the flight, and over there he just boarded the flight. And when he went inside, air hostess proved to be somebody who is very friendly, and he allowed narrator to place his otter on the lap, put that box on the lap in which otter was there. But soon as this narrator opened the box to have a look towards the otter, he saw that otter has disappeared, and passengers felt frightened now. But air hostess and the narrator somehow got it back and put it back into this box. So people over there, London, did not know really what otter was. So these people, they blindly guessed that what kind of animal it was, and this narrator used to felt fascinated that they used to have blind guesses of this animal. So it was most surprising that once a laborer who was digging he placed down his tool and was very frightened on the sight of the Mijbil and tried to inquire about it and killed it. So the analysis here is that the author tells us how his life changed after he decided to domesticate an otter after he lost his pet dog. So it is author who here emphasizes that each and every human being is in need of a pet. So he takes us through his journey of adjusting, playing, and traveling with Mijbil the otter from Iraq to London, and how during this journey he developed an inseparable bond with him. You'll see that if you will have pets, you will have you really have that strong bond with them. If you don't have pets, you usually feed animals. Definitely, you still have that bond with you. If you feed sparrows and these pigeons and all this, and they keep on running with, or they keep on just having a close contact with you. Definitely they don't frighten you if you feed them and play with them. So for the narrator, life without pet was rather lonely. There was no kind of fun in the life without a pet. So this race was previously unknown to zoologists, so they named it on the name Maxwell's otter. So earlier, before Maxwell taking it to London, this species, this kind of being was not known to the zoologists, and when they discovered it from Maxwell, they give it a name of Maxwell's otter. The otter is killed by a ditch digger, as the author has to look into some affairs and went to London. So he leaves the otter behind with his friend, and Mijbil gets killed because the digger does not know that it was a pet. So this is a kind of a tragedy which this otter at last, and this when the author learns about this very thing, he is totally heartbroken, and he feels that he has lost his own self. So I'll now tell you something informative about these otters, these river otters. What they do, they are built for swimming. They swim into the water. They have streamlined body, it's long, so they have short legs, and that too web feet. So it gives them a kind of a time to just swim. A tapir tail is there, small ears and nostrils are there. They can close underwater. River otters are mammal. So that was all in this very video. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much.